Hey guys, today we're going to go ahead and do practice sheet number 1, problem number 6. So hopefully you've got the correct answer and we'll show you exactly how to do it. So when we're going to look at this, I'm going to go through a bunch of different things, but remember, you should already know type 1 and type 2, both binary and polyatomic compounds, or that nomenclature for them. So if I have anything different in there, I will give you that. In this case, we do not have everything is either type 1 or type 2. Other than water, which is actually a type 3, but I think we all know the formula for water. So let's go ahead and start off what we have. We are going from a word equation to a skeleton equation, and then we're going to go ahead and balance it. So we start off with sodium oxide. Now again, I can go ahead and show you exactly all the different steps, but remember sodium is on this sheet right here. Sodium is Na. It is a monoatomic. It is a type 1. So White says it is a type 1. So we go ahead and go back to our problem. It's a type 1. So here I would say it's a +1. Now oxygen is a nonmetal. And so if we really go back to our sheet over here, we see oxygen is right here. It is a -2. So we can go ahead and put that in. So I have a +1, a -2. They don't cancel, so I'm going to crisscross. And so I need 2 sodiums for every 1 oxygen. So we're going to put Na, and we're going to put a subscript of 2. And then we're going to put our capital O. So there is our formula for that. You should already know how to do this. And that is going to combine with water. So we're going to add water. And our water is going to be, you guessed it, H2O. And that's going to form sodium hydroxide. So those two together are going to form sodium hydroxide. Now hydroxide is a polyatomic ion. So we're going to have a Na. So we're going to put in our arrow here. So we're going to put in, there's our arrow. And then we're going to put in our sodium. Okay, and we'll see what we need. Let's go ahead and look at our polyatomic ion sheet, which is our last page of our packet. And we can see that when we have hydroxide, it's OH with a -1. Okay, so we'll get rid of that again. And so we're going to put in OH. Sodium was a +1, right? If I go back to this right here, sodium's a +1. Hydroxide is a -1, so they cancel each other out. So right there is our formula. So now we have all of our formulas correct. And you got to know how to write these, so you got to be able to and very familiar with your nomenclature. If not, go back to the nomenclature stuff, redo some of the videos that I've sent or some of the extra videos, redo some of the problems, look at those things that'll help you out. Now since we have our skeleton equation, we have to go ahead and balance that skeleton equation. So we're going to start off over here. And again, we're going to put the elements that we have on each side. So I have Na, so I'm going to put Na. And then right below that, we're going to put our oxygen. So we have oxygen, both on this side and this side. And then we're going to go ahead and put in our hydrogen. So do I have anything else? Nope, I have oxygen in 2 spots here. Got to be careful with that. And I have hydrogen and I have sodium. So we're going to go ahead and put how many you have on each side. On this side, it's pretty easy. I have 1 of each one. So I'm going to put a 1 there, put a 1 there, and put a 1 there. So we have a 1 on each one of those. On this side, it's a little different though. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back over here, and I'm going to actually move all these over just a little bit, just to help me out. And on this side, I'm going to go ahead and I have 2 sodiums. I have 2 oxygens, 2. And I have 2 hydrogens right here. This right there is my hydrogens. Okay, so I have 2 hydrogens. Now again, I like to do if there's any element by itself, there's not. So what do I do first? Well, let's go ahead and change this. These are all 2s, so that's pretty simple, right? They're all 2s, so I'm going to put a 2 right here. So I put a 2 there. Now I have 2 sodium. I have 2 oxygens. And to be honest, I have 2 hydrogens. So let me double check. 2 oxygens right there, 2 sodiums, 2 hydrogens, 2. This says I have 2 of everything here, so I have double that. So that's it. So what do we have to write out now? We have to write out our molar ratio. So our molar ratio, I'm just going to put MR for that, is 1 to 2, excuse me, 1 to 1 to 2. And we said, can we reduce that? So I have a 1 here, right? So I have a 1 there, I have a 1 there, and I have a 2 here. So 1 to 2, 1 to 1 to 2. I look at it, can I reduce it? No, I can't. So we're good with that. So we're just going to go ahead and make it bold, and we're going to highlight it. So there's our molar ratio, is right there. And that is how we go from a word to a skeleton equation to balancing that skeleton equation. Hopefully it helped you out. Nelson out.